Everybody, today I'm going to be doing a versus again when it comes to plant-based diapers. I'll be doing the Earth Best diaper. Oh, that's wrong. If I showed the right side. And then the Made Of diaper, which is just a plain white. Now, you may be more familiar with Earth's Best food, like organic food and things like that, but they also do have a personal care line, which I did not know right away until I went on their website and they had more than just food on there. They sell toothpaste and body wash and sunscreen and rash cream and all that stuff too, including wipes. I have not tried their wipes. But anyway, this is about diapers. These they do not have a wetness indicator, which I do not like that they don't have a wetness indicator, because that's very helpful. I do like the colorful band in the front, but I do not like the fact that it doesn't have a wetness indicator. And compared to like Pampers or Huggies, it's very rough to the touch. I mean, it's not like horrible, but like compared to those brands, it's definitely not as soft. It kind of almost looks like just put like a maxi pad in there almost. It doesn't remind me like of a diaper material. I don't know. I can just show you. I don't know. It's just a plain white pad in there. So we're just gonna do the absorbency test. The plant-based diaper that has absorbed the most is 500 cc's, and the lowest was 100. So we'll see where this goes. This is a newborn size. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But I have a cup of water here, so we're going to test it out. And like I said, it doesn't have a wetness indicator, so I'm going to kind of have to be slow here. The back is already starting to get damp. It holds away moisture pretty well. I mean, not the best, but not dripping yet anyway. Let's pour a little more. Now this diaper is already full, like leaking through the back, full, like my hands are dripping. So that one, let me just look at the measurements here. That was about a 100 cc's hold. So it held about the same amount, or maybe even a little less because my hands are dripping, as the worst reviewed plant-based diaper I have done, which I'm not going to spoil it. So if you want to see my other diaper review videos, they will be in the diaper review playlist on my channel. So this, just kind of as I suspected, just by the material and the look of it, it was going to be more in that worst range, and it held just about the same amount as the worst. So that's not surprising at all. In terms of like what my first thoughts were. Earth Best food, organic food is definitely better than their diapers. I have not tried any of their other health and beauty care products for babies, however, though. But their food is really good. I do have a couple reviews of their food products on my channel as well in the baby food playlist if you want to check that out. Now, this is the Made Of diaper. It is also plant-based, all that dye-free cotton and, no gels or anything like that. I bought these a really long time ago, and I had to give them to my niece, so I currently don't have the packaging, but I will leave the link down below, so if you guys want to look at other reviews or details about the product, that will be down below. I do like that this has a wetness indicator. Again, this is the Made Of size 5, but I don't like that it's plain white. Because you think with kids, especially size 5, they're going to want prints and, something cute to look at. Not, oh, you're putting it in a plain white diaper, So that is kind of disappointing. I mean, I could see their point on not adding dyes and all that, but you can get dyes that are still plant-based. I mean, there's tons of plant-based diapers. Pampers, Huggies, 7th Generation, Honest Company. So, to me, just having a plain white diaper, especially for a size 5 child, I mean, all their diapers are plain white, but not even like a thing to tell you what it doesn't even say to you, because there is no color at all. It doesn't even say what is the front and the back. I mean, I guess the back, if that is the back, or the front, I don't know, has a little bit of a ruffle and like a little bit of a band, but again, because you can barely see it, because it's all white, doesn't really do you much good. So that I do not like at all. But the ultimate test is the absorbency testing. And another thing I forgot to mention about the Earth Best diaper is when I stretched it out, it felt stiff, like it was really hard to stretch. That's a thing I forgot to mention in the last review. Okay. So I am keeping in mind that this is a bigger size. But we will see about how much it holds. If right now I still have 150 cc's in here, so if I need to add more water, I will do that. So this one is definitely not as stiff. Definitely feels more like blanket soft instead of like scratchy pad material. Definitely very soft. So they have one up there. Doesn't really feel like it falls apart that easily. So softness is definitely better. Stretch is definitely better. Design is lower because there's no design at all. And then that it has a wetness indicator, because the Earth Best one, even though they had a design on the belt, they didn't have a wetness indicator. So one up for Made Of on that, and then one down, two down on the, two up for the Made Of, on the feel of it, and the stretch, and the wetness indicator, so I guess that'd be 3. And then they have a point down, so Earth Best will have a point up on the fact that they have a design on the diaper. Remember, the Earth Best held just about 100 cc's, so we will see how much this holds. I am taking into consideration it is a bigger size. we're just about out of water here. Feels like it absorbs pretty well. I mean, the Earth Best did absorb a little bit better, I think, actually. The wetness indicator is barely changing color yet, so it has not gotten through the back yet. The leak guards are not very high, so as soon as it leaks off the pad, it'll leak outside of the diaper. Trying to like squish it in here some and see. It is definitely getting wetter now. The wetness indicator, I do like that you can clearly see the blue. I know it's dripping. There's some wetness indicators where you can't really tell if it's blue or not. So that I do like that it's blue, and it looks like I will have to add a little bit more water, so I'm going to do that. Hang on. I didn't think it was going to hold it. So right now, it is already holding more than the Earth Best diaper. But then again, it's 5 sizes bigger. That's why I'm trying to put in relatively the same spot. And not going up from the front to the back too. Consider size here. So I just added another little bit to it. Let's see how much I added to be accurate. Just below 150. So if this empties out too, then it would have held 300. I personally don't think it will get there, but we will see. Yeah, it's starting to leak out the back here. Not much is leaking out the back, but it's really, really heavy. And like if I squeeze it a little bit, put my weight on my hand on it, my hand is dripping. And the wetness indicator is very blue. And I noticed when I pressed down, it did start leaking through the back. Very little leaking through the back, but still, it's still leaking. So that is that diaper, which is the made of diaper again. We're just going to look at the total amount that I put in here. So we got about 75. So that would probably be probably held about 225, I'd say. 220, 225 in terms of milliliters. So it did hold more than the Earth Best diaper. But I still think that this would be not the worst, but not the best. Somewhere in that middle range when you look at plant-based diapers from the ones I have reviewed. And this is just regular, the basic 12 hours daytime diapers. This is not including the plant-based nighttime diapers, because those are made completely differently. Those I have in a category all by themselves, but they're all on the diaper playlist. So this does hold more than the Earth's Best, but it's not as best as the best, and it's not as worse as the worst. So it's kind of somewhere in the middle. Again, I'll leave the links down below so you guys can look into more detail on the products. I do believe they both have YouTube channels as well. From this experience, I would look into getting more made of. But I think it's actually more expensive. I don't remember the price point. And then I would stick with Earth's Best food and not food for your baby and not the diapers because they don't work very well. So I will see you guys in the next video, which I do not know when that will be, because I currently, my YouTube review bin is currently empty, so I don't know when that will be. It just sometimes comes up, sometimes doesn't, depending on if I can get a real good deal on something, or a free sample, or, Gerber is starting subscription boxes, but they haven't launched the program quite yet. So once they do that, I'll be doing reviews of subscription boxes again, because Happy Family, for some reason, said they had paused it to revamp it, and that was like 5-6 months ago. So I'm glad that Gerber is coming out with one, so I can start one again, and I can kind of compare the two for you when we get to that. So I hope to see you guys in another video. Because this is not kid appropriate, but technically not inappropriate, it doesn't allow comments. I mean, I know I can do that, but I have like 90 different videos, and they, in terms of like how infrequently I make videos, they just changed how they do their things. So I don't want to go through every single video I have and change it just to allow comments, when I don't really like seeing the negative comments anyway, because it just puts me down. So if you have questions or anything like that, you could always look me up on my Facebook page, or find Facebook or Facebook Messenger is the best way to get a hold of me. My YouTube channel basically is my name on Facebook without the life of in front of it. So if you have any questions, I can connect with you guys there. Because I don't really want to change the settings to every single one of my video, because I have like over 200. That would kind of be a pain. It was a pain in the butt enough to change them all to adult content, because by law it's required. So that was a pain in the butt itself. And I didn't realize when you do that, it turns comments off, and I don't want to go all the way back in and do it all over again. So anyway, I will check with you guys later. Bye.